Neighbors here on North Bate Street tell me this foreclosed home has had its fair share of issues. Well, these issues, they seem to be piling up, literally. Minutes ago, they rolled out a dolly stacked with boxes of evidence. And as you can see, there's still some presence behind me. One Flint resident I was talking with, she's loading her car right now. Ma'am, you told me earlier you're not feeling good about this. You thought you had more time.
No, I'm not feeling good about it at all.
That's right, Stephanie. This meeting was put into place before the gun was found, but many parents I talked with say that incident, that's what drove them to come to tonight's meeting. They want answers. They say there's always a bunch of rowdy teens and young adults in this parking lot here, but police say this morning it got out of hand. James came inside the garage, looked around to see if anything was taken, and noticed something that didn't belong. This backpack. Tim says this driveway is a big part of the problem. People can just back up and then dump.
It just gets worse.
Pod's permanently closing today after the water's gone. It's close to it, and you can see cars just chaotic in the parking lot. They're trying to get as close as they can to what's left of the water. We are still hearing and seeing a helicopter flying overhead, quite low actually, searching for Alexander Waschel. Now, he's no stranger to law enforcement. I don't know this family. This could have been where their first child was born, their grandparents' home. There's history behind these people's homes and these businesses that have been damaged here by this tornado.
You're definitely getting your country on tonight.
Bill, I was maybe a little bit too much, but I'm sad because the night is over. But I wasn't alone. I wasn't the only one having fun. People came from all over here to Bay City to listen to some good old country music. Coming up, we're going to see if I have what it takes to be a part of the Flint Roller Derby team. Stick around because I might fall. There's something empowering about doing this in the ring. We're talking International Women's Day coming up. Hey guys, good morning. Just riding my bicycle. Okay, so I did this in 45 seconds. I have 45 seconds left in my live shot. Woo, you guys, I'm sweating. It's happening. So you can tell the difference, and I have heels on, guys. Take me out to the ball game. I'm gonna take you out to the ball game. Gustavo, he's been teaching me Spanish this morning, so I'm gonna toss it back to you guys in Spanish. Let's see if I can do it. Reportando en vivo desde Nuevo Vallarta, Amanda Chodnicki, Fox Noticias 66. Neighbors here on North Bate Street tell me this foreclosed home has had its fair share of issues. Well, these issues, they seem to be piling up, literally. Nice neighborhood, quiet street. Everything seems fine until you get to about here.
I have to walk around a lump pile of crap.
A Christmas tree, photographs, even a mattress. Savannah Hanning says she's over this mess.
I shouldn't have to take a detour to walk my kids or my dog.
And she's not the only one.
They're just making an apartment look nasty.
Vinny, who lives in the building next door, says he's sick of picking up other people's trash.
We had cleaned a lot of it up, but then it got messy again.
So messy, his family can barely cut the grass.
I cut all this grass, and I have to move all this stuff over.
Neighbors wonder why the city hasn't stepped in.
I mean, look, it's on the sidewalk. Ain't that city property?
It's actually one of 4,000 properties owned by the Saginaw County Land Bank. After Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak received a complaint, he decided to check it out himself.
I was coming from, Court Street. It was just kind of ugh.
Tim says this driveway is a big part of the problem. People can just back up and then dump.
It just gets worse and worse.
Luckily, he says this foreclosed home is already on the demolition list.
And so the house will be taken down, and they'll provide a curb there, and that will prohibit people from, or make it difficult for them to back their car up and dump.
Until then, residents have this message to whoever's behind this.
Just please stop, because you're making everything just worse.
Tim says he's working to get people out here from the county to clean this mess up ASAP, and he says it's hard to give a timeline, but they're hoping this home will be demolished sometime by the fall. Again, neighbors don't know who's doing this, who's dumping, but they ask you to stop. If you see anything suspicious, you're asked to call police. For now, live here in Saginaw, Amanda Chodnicki, Fox 66 News.
Imagine you're terrified of doctors, and on top of that, you're blind. You have no idea what's happening around you, but you need an EEG or testing done for seizures. That was reality for 8-year-old Evie of Midland. What started off as a scary situation for this little girl soon turned into what many are calling a miraculous moment.
4, 3.
All it took was a little singing.
Can you sing Scars to Your Beautiful now?
She just wants to be beautiful, she goes.
For 8-year-old Evie Hurst to calm herself down.
She cries.
Her demeanor to completely change.
She's always surprising me and amazing us.
She prays to be sculpted by the sculptor.
Born without eyes and terrified of doctors. The past couple of days have been difficult for Evie and for Mom.
She needs to be restrained in order to get a procedure done, and that's really hard for me to watch.
But thanks to Emma Weimer,
Sing it, girl.
a music therapist at the University of Michigan C.S. Mott Children's Hospital, Evie was able to sing her way through her tests.
Nice. I came into the room. Evie was very anxious, crying.
But once she heard the guitar, everything changed.
We started singing a Moana song, and she calmed right down. She started to take deep breaths.
No scars to your beautiful.
Mom recorded Scars to Your Beautiful. What she says is almost like Evie's theme song.
We have some affirmation phrases. She says, I am Evie, I am smart, I am brave, I am beautiful. And so it kind of came out of that, and her big sister, Faith, taught her the song.
I feel.
Singing at home and the rest of her hospital stay.
This is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
It's music that gets her through the bad.
Evie is kind of trapped in trauma of her past, so when I watch her sing, it's just like watching her be free to be herself.
Rising.
Today is a holiday in Detroit. People took off work, called in sick just to be here.
Take me out to the ball game.
Baseball is back.
Take me out
To the crowd.
And so are Tigers fans.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Ready to support
I don't care if we ever get back.
and ready to
Root.
for their Tigers.
It's a holiday in Detroit.
Some fans are so dedicated, they put in for vacation a year ago.
Every year.
And others.
I took a PTO day because I didn't want to get in trouble.
But win
They don't win, it's a shame.
or lose, fans say the best part of opening day is
This right here. Like, just the friends, the family, getting together.
Being with people, meeting people, it's a beautiful thing.
today. Comerica Park is clearly the place to be.
'Cause it's 1,
2, 3 strikes, you're out.
at the old ball game.
Bill, a veteran, week-old twin boys, many with names, some without. The 300 cremains were blessed and given the proper ending they deserved. Now it's one man's mission to reunite these families with their late loved ones.
When you tell them that you have their sister or you have their family member, it's pretty emotional.
Choking back tears and letting them fall down.
So we cried a little.
Tim Bizzani says it's part of the job.
It's emotional for me too.
Tim, the manager of the Diocese of Lansing Cemeteries, says he's seen a lot, but never something like this.
This number is unusual.
About 300 cremains left unclaimed from both Swanson Funeral Home and its predecessor, Green Home for Funerals, now sit inside a crypt at New Calvary Catholic Cemetery in Flint Township. This discovery came after the state shut down Swanson in July 2017, after inspectors allegedly found bodies stacked in a garage without air conditioning, maggots on the floor, and other deplorable conditions.
You read stories about funeral homes and things like that. I've never seen anything like it.
Trying to bring some peace to such a tragedy, Tim says he's determined to reunite the cremains with their families. He's already helped at least 3.
When you can reunite somebody, especially when they don't know where those remains are, there's nothing that feels better. It's one of the main reasons why we do what we do.
Left inside the crypt, at least one veteran, possibly more.
And that's why we had military honors when we did the committal service.
Babies, some just a week old.
And you can tell because the remains are less.
And a man with no name, no way to identify him other than a picture.
And that's all we had.
Tim says he'll continue to search, help write as many happy endings as he can. But for now, he's giving these people, these souls, the best ending he knows how.
We pray for their soul.
For those who believe their loved one's ashes may be inside of the crypt, there is a number you can call. It's 810-732-2620. Again, that's 810-732-2620. We're also going to put that number on our website for you guys. You can find that at WSMH.com. For now, here in the studio, Amanda Chodnicki, Fox 66 News.